and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Christmas tag. And in the spirit of Christmas Eve, I am wearing my Christmas sweater, which says keep calm and bite me. And it has a gingerbread on the very top. So I'm going to be doing what I did with the fall tag. I watched a bunch of videos and wrote down questions that I want to answer. And I took out questions that were too similar or I just didn't want to answer them. I took questions from the Christmas tag by Kaylin Nicholson, Zoella, Pointless Blog, and Elle's Glitter Gossip, as well as questions from the Winterlicious tag by Bethany Moda. I will link all those videos down below to give them credit as well as make them available to you. There are a lot of questions, so let's just jump right in. Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Christmas Eve. I love Christmas, it's my favorite holiday, but the actual day always goes by so fast it feels like it didn't happen. So I would have to say Christmas Eve because I think the best part of Christmas is that anticipation of Christmas Day and celebrating all through December, or if you're like me, celebrating all through November and December. Do you open presents on Christmas Eve? Not if I can help it. In my family, it is not a tradition to open all our presents on Christmas Eve. And I am a traditionalist. I like to keep things the way they are. Last year, I forgot why, but we had to open our presents on Christmas Eve. It felt so wrong. Have you ever had a white Christmas? Yes. Have you ever built a snowman? Yes. I don't think I've ever built a snowman around Christmas time, but I have built a snowman. In the winter, me and my best friend used to build snowmen and give them names and pretend like they were our children. White or colored lights? I love all Christmas lights, but there's something so classic and simple and beautiful about white lights. Favorite ornament? This is my favorite ornament, and it is a little mini version of Kitri from Don Quixote. I've always had a fascination with this character. I don't know, I just love it, and I think this ornament version is so cute. She's got a red flower in her hair, a black fan, a red tutu. Favorite decoration? My all-time favorite decoration is my family's nativity scene. I will put a picture in after I answer this question, but I've got a couple other decorations that I use around my room. I have my nutcracker that my mom bought for me. When I was dancing, I was in the nutcracker every year. This nutcracker brings back really great memories, and he's adorable. Back in Texas, when I was little, I saw this music box at a mall that was kind of far from my house, and I really wanted it, but I didn't say anything because it was close to Christmas and I know I was getting a lot of presents and I didn't want to ask for anything else. I mentioned it to my mom later on and she's like, you should have said something. I would have bought it for you. It's a little Matchbox music box. It's nothing big. Well, I regretted it, and years later we ended up back at that same mall and I remembered this music box and I looked for it and I found it, and oh my gosh, it brings me so much joy. It plays Silent Night. This is where you wind it up with the little key, and on the other side if you can't tell what it is, there's a little stable with Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus in the middle, and then rotating around are the three wise men, and then on the very outside there's trees, shepherds with their sheep, cows, pigs, and a little itty bitty well. Last but not least is my snow globe. I love snow globes. I think they're gorgeous. This one plays Joy to the World, and it has Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus in it. Favorite Christmas film? The Nativity Story. I saw that movie in theaters when it came out, and ever since I have watched it every Christmas Eve. I absolutely love it. Favorite Christmas song. My favorite modern Christmas song is Joseph's Lullaby by Mercy Me, and my favorite Christmas carol / traditional song is O Come, Emmanuel. Can you name all Santa's reindeer? Okay. There's Comet, Cupid, Prancer, Dancer, Donner, Blitzen, Vixen, and Dasher. Yeah, that's all 8. Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Dasher. Yay! And then Rudolph. What holiday traditions are you most looking forward to? Our Christmas movie this year, because we are seeing Star Wars. Real or fake tree? I'm not a judgmental person. If you have a fake tree, I don't consider that non-Christmas. And if you have a real tree, I don't consider that wasteful. Fake trees are convenient. They're not messy. They're easy to store. But I have great memories when I was little of going to a tree farm and picking my own tree with my family, cutting it down, then having hot chocolate and cookies in the little store, playing on the old wooden playground. I think that everybody should experience that at least once. However, real or fake, it's up to you. Favorite food / treat. Well, my favorite treat is my grandma's cookies. Every year since I can remember, she has sent us a box of homemade cookies and bite-sized desserts and bread, chocolate bread. Ugh. My favorite food on Christmas, probably steak. I know that sounds weird. It's only been in recent years that we've become traditional in making like a turkey, like on Thanksgiving, because my dad is really good at grilling. We're steak people. So probably steak, because that's all I know. Giving or receiving? Let's be honest, all of us love receiving gifts, okay? Let's just put that out there. However, in all honesty, I love giving gifts. There's just something about the research and finding those perfect gifts for each and every member of your family, your friends, wrapping it up, anticipating their faces, and then finally seeing their faces when they open it. I really and truly enjoy it. Dream Christmas destination. Honestly, I'm a homebody. I love being at home, but I live on the West Coast now, where it does not snow, at least where I live. In Texas, it snowed. That's where I had my first white Christmas. If I had to pick somewhere, I would go somewhere with snow. Pro present wrapper or no? No, I am terrible at wrapping. I'm like a bull in a china shop with wrapping paper. I don't have a delicate touch at all. So I always end up denting the paper or ripping it, and then it just takes way more tape than it should. If any of you watch Saved by the Bell, I'm like Slater level terrible. If you know that reference, you're awesome. Memorable holiday moment. My favorite Christmas memory is my first white Christmas. My family had gone to see our annual Christmas movie, which was Sherlock Holmes. I think it was the first one. We saw the movie and it was great, and then we came back out and everything was blanketed in snow. I became a 5-year-old at Christmas time again. It was the best present I could have ever received. Even though it was the end of the day and Christmas was ending, it was the perfect first white Christmas. It was so beautiful and magical and all those cheesy adjectives. It was amazing. When did you realize Santa wasn't real? I didn't grow up hearing stories about Santa, so I always knew Santa wasn't real. Do you make and stick to New Year's resolutions? I would say I'm a person who likes to take on challenges head on. However, if I feel too much unnecessary pressure, I shut down. I have made resolutions, however, I don't keep myself in a box. I don't put unnecessary pressure on myself. What makes the holidays special for you? Spending time with family, especially this year because now I have a job, my brother has a job, my dad has a job, and my mom has things that she does, and we haven't really been able to spend tons of time together like we used to. When do you start getting excited? Halloween. Before people start hating, saying, oh, what about Thanksgiving? I can multitask, okay? I can celebrate 2 holidays at the same time. I do it every December with Hanukkah and Christmas, okay? Okay. Advent calendars or no? No. And it's not like I don't like advent calendars, I've just never had one. I would love to do it one year. I think it'd be really fun. Funny Christmas memories. Oh gosh. With my family, every Christmas is funny. There's always something. Last year was kind of an interesting Christmas. We went to see the last Hobbit movie, and then we were like, well, we know that the big restaurants are either closed or they're going to be packed, and we thought Sizzler might be less busy, but it wasn't. It was packed, and we ended up at a little hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant. It was not our typical Christmas day. The food was really good, but my family was all done with their food by the time my sandwich came. It wasn't a bad restaurant. I was just really cranky because I was so hungry. That was a pretty funny Christmas. And we ended it with Christmas movies and hot chocolate, so it was all good. Typical Christmas day. We'll wake up. We'll do a little devotional in the living room with my dad reading part of the Christmas story in the Bible. We'll open presents and then either eat at home or we'll go out and we'll see our Christmas movie. Then we'll go out to eat. Then we'll come home and we'll end the day with a sports game that's on. This year the Lakers are playing, so we'll probably watch the Lakers game. And then we might watch a Christmas movie or two, who knows. Some hot chocolate, something like that. That's our typical Christmas day. What do you eat for Christmas dinner? It depends. In past years, our traditional meal has been rolls, salad, mashed potatoes, and steak. But sometimes we'll eat out and we'll get steak somewhere else, or like last year we got Mexican food. So it just depends on if we're seeing our movie or not. Any Christmas traditions? As a family, our only real tradition is seeing a movie every Christmas. I watch the Nativity Story every Christmas Eve. That's my tradition. Favorite Christmas clothing item? I would have to say this because it's a Christmas sweater, but it's very me. Keep calm and bite me. I'm a sarcastic, sassy kind of person, so I think this fits me well. Favorite Christmas candle? Mint mocha bark. This smells so good. Oh my gosh. Wrap this delectable medley of creamy smooth mocha, vanilla, and icy mint in a bow and give it to your nearest and dearest. Favorite perfume / lotion? My favorite is 1,000 Wishes, and this could change, but I think this is just such a pretty scent for special occasions. Okay. There's favorite beverage and favorite Starbucks beverage. I think my all-time favorite will always be the peppermint mocha. And then my favorite non-Starbucks beverage is eggnog. What's on your Christmas list? It was all books and DVDs. All the books in the Patrick Bowers files by Stephen James and a lot of Disney movies. What are your plans this year? Star Wars. Star Wars. Worst present. I honestly don't think I've ever received a bad present. Worst part of Christmas. The end. Literally 11:59 p.m. on Christmas Day. Because the day is just like, bloop, it's gone. PJs or dress up? Both? I don't know. My family does both, but I prefer PJs. I like being comfortable. Have you ever built a gingerbread house? I vaguely remember building a gingerbread house, and I vaguely remember it being an absolute disaster. Now you know everything that you've ever wanted or not wanted to know about me in regards to Christmas. I will leave the questions down below just in case you want to do the Christmas tag. It is a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed Vlogmas this year. God willing, I will be back next year. Merry Christmas from me to you. Bye!